another issue of the stock market has been that there's been an asymmetrical temporary bull run. So we've seen the top 5 stocks by market cap in the S&P 500 having incredible gains and the others lagging behind. Do you see this is something that is going to stay, or how is it going to change?
So the bulls hope that the rally widens out and breadth improves and you have better participation across. But I'm of the view that the companies that aren't exciting, there's a reason why they're not going up. Because economic conditions and earnings, aren't looking that terrific. They're not. And they have a cap on their PE ratio. So when you talk about excitement and you talk about, stocks that go up a lot and momentum, those stocks are doing amazing, So I think the way this progresses into year end is that those that were the leaders end up taking the most pain on the way down. When you look at the PE ratio of the companies that aren't participating, so if you take the S&P 500 and take out the top 7, right, or top 8, the PE ratio is a lot more manageable, right? Instead of around 20, it's more like 15, right? So you can argue what should the PE ratio be? So if you argue 13 or 12 on those stocks, then there's not that much downside, right? It's a little bit. I mean, there's some downside, but it's not like getting cut in half or a doubling. But when you look at those PE ratios that you mentioned, 200 times, 80 times, 300 times, all that, you realize, wow, there's a lot of space for these companies to lose value, particularly if they don't meet expectations, which, by the way, are near the heavens, close to whoever, the viewers think God is, right? Really high. So you got to make those expectations just to justify the current stock price, right? So any disappointment, it's going to be dramatic. And one final thing I'll add on this point. These companies, their earnings are contracting, Andrea. They're going down. Compare them from last year. They're going down. Oh, you want to talk to me about the future? Great. But right now, they're going down. And in a tightening environment with I think is going to be a rising unemployment rate and rates that are going to be higher for longer, that's most central banks are saying, I don't see how earnings grow significantly from here.